know what? If they take that out of the YouTube streaming, my intro music, I'll be so screwed. 'Cause it's like every day I use it, I would be so screwed. Good morning, Mike. How you doing? It's so funny how doing this while I'm driving a truck, um, doing this while I'm making a living, doing this so early in the morning that I can constantly screw something up. I had everything set up and the video going and waiting for 6 o'clock to show up, and I was going to start 5 minutes early, and I realized that one, I drove by the daggone uh, place where I was supposed to scale this load because I wasn't sure about it, and I'm coming up on I might have to cut this short. I might have to cut this live short if I get pulled in for being overweight. That'd be kind of embarrassing. But I was checking the my tandems in the back, and it was all screwed up. And I was adjusting my tandems. What do I mean? I when you adjust the wheels in the back on the back trailer, they actually move to make sure that your weight is correct on those wheels. I know it's weird. It took me forever to figure it out, but that's what I was doing. Then I realized, wait a minute, it's 6 o'clock, But I just finished getting it right, and I don't know. It's really silly, but I just got finished getting it right, and I'm about to come up on the scale house, but we'll figure it out when we go. And this might be the shortest live ever. But what it is what it is. I don't know about you guys. I can't wait for summer. Um, there's a sign, scale house 1 mile. I, I'm 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 tired of this cold. It took the truck forever to warm up. Um, Last night I actually closed the curtains so my bunk heater would actually work. And normally I don't sleep with the curtains closed because of the accident I had years ago. Um, Last night was the first time I went to sleep with it on. So that's a blessing. Um, that's a blessing by itself. You know what I mean. Um, I'm thankful to God for being able to have that. Trying to say, is this truck stop even is it even open? Um, um, I didn't see nothing, so screw it. I'm gonna keep going. Hope I don't get in trouble. It didn't say go in and out or whatever. No red light or green light. One, two, three. So it looks like it's closed. But well, we'll see later. Well, but yeah, I had my other load was canceled, so I just been sitting around. I could have went back home, but I didn't want to have to get up at the freaking crack of dawn. Didn't want to get up at the crack of dawn. I'm tired. I don't get enough sleep, so I just went and slept at the yard because they loaded me. I sat in the I sat in the dock for like 6 hours, and by the time it was time to go, it's like no way I'm driving into the night to Jacksonville, Florida, where I know I'm not gonna get no place to park. So I just went to the yard and started all over. But I guess the Emmys was last night, and some dude named Killer Mike, he wound up getting arrested. I guess he got into an altercation. When you make enough money, and the guy won. I think he won three Emmys, and then he gets into a fight and gets arrested. Where your people at, bro? Where your people at? You know, I'm just saying, where your people at? Where the people are supposed to keep you out of trouble, to keep your name right, so you can keep doing what you do. That's what these folks they pay people to do. To have people that don't know, man. You need to have that. But hey, it is what it is. Hey Charles, I don't know if you see my text. We going. We're doing another inside room for Charles. Be you know, Lord have mercy, and that's what I like about my friend. He don't give a fuck. Excuse my French this early in the morning, but we're adults. We're going on another cruise, uh, January 2026. So we're going to be planning for August 2020, May, or either August, September, to go to Aruba. So I got to start. I think I'm gonna open up a savings account and start putting some money aside so that I can plan that. I wanted to go to Aruba. We do like a Airbnb or VRBO, and I want to rent. I want to rent a Harley, and you know take the tour across the island. So I got to get my license again. You know, that's another long behind story. Um, but like some of us, I got to save up for it. So I'm trying to push it as far out that I can save up, so it won't be too much of a damage control when it's time to, to go. You know what I mean? Okay, and that's when I want to invite Charles and Cynthia on that one. You know, I'm just saying, trying to be like the Joneses, can't afford the Joneses. We got to save up for it. What else? Also, I'm looking for a another volunteer, another YouTube content creator volunteer. Hint, hint. Good morning, Urban Garden or Mike's Chaotic. I know Mike, you usually like to keep low key, so but I'm asking. What I like I said, I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. What I'm doing is, and I'm setting this up for Charles going on to Venetia. Um, Charles going on to Venetia in March. So I'm going to set up some ducks and put on the card. This this was this duck was what are my words? Guys it's early in the morning. This duck was sponsored by your your address, and then I'm gonna use the QR code. I got like little QR code printed up. I asked Miss T with the T, can she be a part of this experiment? She said no problem. So I got it's gonna be me, Miss T with the T, and Gospel Express Ministries, a good friend of mine. He's got a little channel. I think he's got like 20 followers. So if y'all ever see him, check him out. And I'm looking for one. And I asked, no, just hey, Urban, just put the letter one in the comments. I will make it up for you. Just put the letter one in the comments if you want to do it. I'll put you in the mix. And and the wife, she wants to actually she wants me to tape a quarter to the bottom of it. So I'm on a few ducks. I'm gonna tape a quarter to it. I might even put $1 on a few of them. So and have a little fun with it. So if you want me to do it, I'll set you. Okay, I'll set you up. You it. And I also I left in his um what you call it, Bamanola. I printed up 10 for him. Yeah, I've already volunteered him, but I just let him know I wanted to be okay. So I'm setting y'all up, and then I'm gonna give these ducks to Charles so he can walk around and hide them, and we're gonna see if at least one person, what I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. So when he does it, I'm going full tilt boogie when I go. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm a divvying up, and we're gonna get up every day when I do it, I'm gonna get up every day and let's see. You better not steal them. You better not. You better not. But I'm going out every day and hide them. And I think it's gonna be fun. It gives you something to do. It gives you something more than eating and drinking. 'Cause that's what I do on these cruise ships. I eat and try to sneak and have all these drinks. And my wife knows I'm doing it, but I'm trying to sneak around. It's really it's freaking silly. It's really silly. But it's it's something I never had before. I didn't get the chance, just like I know Charles didn't, because I know his story, but I'm gonna put it out there. I didn't get the chance to enjoy my teenage years. I didn't get the chance to go to college and get that degree. I actually went to college for I went to Johnson and Wales Culinary College. It was a culinary college then. Now it's a university. That tell you how long ago it was. And I kind of sucked, but I like cooking. I love me some Julia Child. You old school folks, only old school people know about Julia Child. Um, and Galloping Gourmet used to look. Back in the day, we didn't have the digital TVs. You had, the little channel switcher, and you change it to UHF, and you looked on public television, and that's where you seen, the culinary. Julia Child was taught you how to use the French chef and taught you how to, cook food and stuff like that back in the day. And they had the Galloping Gourmet. I used to sit there from when I was a little kid with Play-Doh and pretend I was a chef and didn't realize how much work it was in doing it. And I remember that my dreams were thrown in the garbage after the night my father beat the piss out of my mother, and I defended her, and he stopped paying for my college. But I have no, I have no regrets about that because that was my mother. But guess what? In turn, I had to go to. She made me go to him and apologize for defending her. Now remember that, guys. Remember what damage you can do to your children by making bad choices. Remember what can mess a person up in the head by forcing them to do what they know was right and say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." You didn't think that messed me up in the head? Think about that. But the challenges that I had, and I agree with you, but the challenges that I had, yeah, it's so funny. It was so funny that night that I beat the piss out of him. He threatened my life, and that's, boy, and trust and believe. I am the nicest person you will ever come in contact with. But if you threaten my life or the lives of my loved ones, I turn into a demon. And it took that night. It took 5 cops to pull me off of him, and it was horrific. But that's another story. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Oh boy, let's change that subject. But in turn, the bad choices that I made because my mother left him. eventually left him and moved down to Georgia, where I live, where I live now. And he was going crazy trying to figure out where she went. And then when he finally realized, he decided he was leaving too, and was forcing me to leave. And I didn't want to leave because I was so in love with this idiot that I wound up marrying my first wife, which I should have left and went down there. But this is how God steps in, and He's letting you know, no, I'm gonna let you make these stupid decisions. I'm gonna let you make these stupid decisions because I have plans for you later on in life. I'm gonna let you do these stupid things because I have plans for you. I have a set path for you. And it's amazing how when you really, if you look back at it, you went through, you went through the battlefield. You went through the ups and downs of life. And you was wondering, why is all this happening to me? But God has a plan for you. It's not the plan that you want. I wanted to be this, Gordon Ramsay or, one of these famous chefs. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be one of these people, but it turns out I'm a truck driver. I deliver food to you. I got a whole bunch of syrup in the back, but I'm a truck driver. Isn't that crazy? But the thing is, I recognize the plans that God had for me. Now, I didn't then. It's funny. I was talking to my a really good friend of mine who's a pastor, man, and he's very deep about it. He's very deep. And I realized he actually watches my videos. I was like, oh Lord, I'm sitting there cussing this crazy. I said, nah, you all right. And he watches a lot of my videos, my lives. He said, I don't get up at 6 to catch it, but I get the remake, catch it later on. And this man, I can, how when we talk to church pastors, I can tell him anything and not be judged. But what he does is he will find a way to put scripture in it to make you feel better and make you understand, or make you, try to nudge you in the right direction. And a lot of times people don't want to hear about God because they feel judged. Well, of course. Well, we're going to be judged, because if you're doing criminal stuff, you're going to be judged by the judge and jury of the state court or federal court. So somebody's going to judge you. We're judged by parents. We're judged by, people we so-called call our friends. We're judged by, our work ethics. We're judged by our job, and we're judged by how we look when we come out into public. But we don't want a preacher judging us. Do you see? Hey, Fifi, how you doing? Do you see what I'm saying? We're put on these places, but we don't want to accept it. But he called me out the blue, and I couldn't return his phone call because I work late nights, early mornings, and I said by the time I know he gets off work, and and funny thing, we're both ex submariners, means that we were both in the Navy and both on. I did but we were talking and reminiscing because he knows that I do have extensive memory and some biblical talk, and I can hang with the brother. And we were just remarking about situations in our lives and how God has a plan. And it's funny how, I'll use me as an example. Because of all the turmoil that I grew up with as a child, the turmoil that I went through and saw as a teenager, for some reason I attached that to that's love, the violence, the foolishness, the the hypocrisy. I don't know where I'm going with that one, but I would get into horrible relationships with narcissists that treated me like crap because my mother got treated like crap. So I would follow in the same. I literally followed in the same footsteps, and I would break up with these people and feel that pain of being on and try to get back with them. It was like a never ending cycle. Oh, they're treating me like crap. I got to get away from them. Now. I get away from them. Now I'm feeling worse because my soul was probably tied to these idiots, and I went back to feel better, and then it was like a reoccurring cycle. Hey, what's up, Amanola? Hey, I sent you a message on one of your videos. I just want to know if you want to be a part of our duck experiment, and I wanted to put your QR code on about five to 10 ducks. We'll figure it out when I give it y'all. And we're gonna hide them around the boat. And if when they find it, we just ask them to visit your page and say, "Hey, I found your duck." And because I'm gonna put on the card, this was sponsored by Bamanola's Adventures. Oh, okay, all right. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But right now, put a one so I see that you're okay with it. And this is going to be an ongoing thing when I finally get monetized. When I finally get monetized, you know what I'm saying? But throw a one in there for me. Um, but like I was saying, you sit back and we think about what could I have did different. What could I have been better? What this person would have wanted me then? Okay, great. I got everybody I need now. All right. What could I have done better? Could I have been better? Well, the answer is no. It wasn't your time. It wasn't your season. And I could be one of these people like saying, "I hate you, God. I hate you, Lord. You let me be punished for so many years." But I'm not. But what I am is saying, "Lord, thank you," because again, I've been really emotional the last few days because I realized that these last 9 years, one, have been the best 9 years of my life. Ain't that something? Y'all see me yelling and screaming. But these last 9 years, I should not have had. I should be dead right now. Do you see what I'm saying? I should be dead, but I'm not. I'm alive. Yeah, I teeter totter on my health or whatever, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to be better. I'm moving to do better. I'm trying to learn how to have fun. I didn't have the teenage years that normal people have. I didn't have my early 20s. I had to grow up really quick. Any of y'all had that? Where you had to grow up real quick? Well, now I want to have fun. I want to do silly things. I want to hide. I'm gonna download the Mission Impossible music. When I get these ducks and set them up and have me a bag full of ducks, I'm gonna be playing After I have a few drinks, I'm gonna be playing the Mission Impossible music, and I'm gonna be walking around the ship at 3 o'clock in the morning, hearing sitting down looking at it, knowing nobody's around, and I'm gonna be placing ducks all over the freaking place, and giggling and laughing and enjoying life. Because if you look at it, y'all look on Facebook, your Facebook, your old friends are passing away and dropping off like flies. Today, I'm coming to say, look, it's time to let go of the regrets. I can't. If I jump in front of him, hold on, guys. This car in front of me going slow as heck, so I can't get up enough speed. If once I get in that middle lane, I'm gonna be going slow as a turtle. But we gotta use some common sense when you're driving these big mamma jammas. See, he gonna be mad, but all right. But what I'm saying is back to what I'm saying. I'm understanding it's time to let the regrets of the past go. I'm not saying that's the easy thing. I'm not saying it's a normal thing or a natural thing, but I'm understanding it's time to let the past go, living without regrets, and understanding your limits. Like we okay, January. Oh, I'm looking at these cruise dates. I'm trying to, live. Oh, that's another thing. You know, our past, we can let, and I've done it for a long time. I let I let stuff from my past haunt me. I mean, literally haunt me. What could I have done to fix that certain things? Why did this one didn't want me? Why didn't that one didn't want me? And then I had to understand. Look, hey, stupid! You got someone that wants and needs you right now. Why are you worrying about that stupid stuff? It's because I made poor choices and I kept on making poor choices. That's why I remember when I met my wife, I said, you know what? Hey, I hope I'm not making the same stupid choices that I've done in the past. You know, I'm hoping that I didn't make the same idiotic, emotional choices that I did in the past. And thank God I finally made the right choice. Or God made the choice for me. We can be technical about it. Hey, hey, it's so funny. Hey, Bama. I was thinking, I said, well, someone said, hey, let me ask this man if I can do it. But I had already printed out 10 QR codes for Bamanola Adventures. Because I'm going to tell somebody on this cruise. I'm going to tell somebody what God has done for me. I'm going to tell somebody that I can make mistakes. I'm going to tell somebody that I'm old and out of shape and overweight, not as a negative, but to say, hey, I'm trying. I'm making an effort. I understand that I am who I am, but I'm going to learn from that. You know what? If y'all look at my older pictures, you can look at my front lawn, boy, I have some I would have such beautiful lawns till June hit because I live in the South, but I was throwing northern grass on it because it was the only thing that worked and it was the only thing that was staying green. And I tried southern grass, didn't work because of all the trees. I'm down to zoysia, which is very expensive, so I'm plugging. And again, I have no regrets because I had some green. I'm talking solid green. And one time, I've used the wrong grass. See, this is how. What this is what I'm saying to you. You have to be able to learn from your mistakes. I put some. It's called annual ryegrass. I dropped some annual ryegrass, and I remember I dropped. I filled it half the lawn. I covered it with this stuff and the topsoil. And I came back home a couple of weeks later, and it was growing green. And oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. And then it got thick and thicker, and I came back and it was thicker than that. And then a month later, good morning, Wellness. A month later, I came home and my whole front yard was barren. It was just nothing but a plot of dirt. And I freaked out. I was like, what did I do? And I'm freaking out. Oh my God, my Lord. And it's so funny. I literally Googled and I looked at I still had a bag, something. I looked at the bag. I brought the wrong stuff. It's called annual ryegrass that it only grows for a couple of, months, then it dies out. So in turn, because I didn't know, and this stuff had grown, and it was so green and lush and wonderful, then it died out. I didn't know, and I was punishing myself till I realized I made a mistake. And I said all that to say this: we make mistakes. We make mistakes in life because we don't do our homework. We make mistakes. We have misunderstandings because we don't want to understand. We think we know everything. I thought I was this lawn care guru and I could grow anything. And it died off because I didn't do my homework. Some relationships will die off because guess what? Just like that annual ryegrass, that relationship was annual. It was destined to die. Some jobs are not destined for you to keep because they're annual. Were being in that position just for a short period of time. Some situations were destined to just be for a short period of time, but you wanted it to grow to be forever. Do you see what I'm saying? I have a second channel that I haven't been even messing with. I just started messing with it yesterday, and my second channel is called Can't Stop Living. We in all of our situations have what I call seasons, and sometimes that season is only for a short period of time. It's just like we got a lot of planters in here, people that homesteaders, y'all grow stuff. Your stuff is only set for a certain period of time. When winter comes, it's time for them to die off. It's the same thing with certain situations in life. It's time for it to die off. And guess what? When you have no regrets and you're already prepared for every season, you're not going to have regrets. You're not going to move regrets. Look, we got people in here that are business owners. Do you think they had regrets when they first started their business? when they thought it might fail, and it started to grow and grow and to become something. Live your life without regrets, because you don't know when the sands of time have decided that your last grain of sand is over, because you don't know when it's coming. But guess what? It's coming. So live your life without the regrets, but live your life. Learn how to have fun. Learn how to find peace. Learn how to enjoy certain situations. It's so funny. I'll be at, the DIY Holy Land, Home Depot or Lowe's. It just having fun looking around. Don't be buying nothing and then wind up buying something. You know what I'm saying? The DIY Holy Land. Spring is coming. Boy, I can't wait. Because I'm hoping my plugs are going to set in and fit in. And then I'm like right now, I'm just throwing, I got old perennial rye. I'm just throwing it everywhere and see if it takes. Every time I go home, I'm throwing some more. I'm going to throw it till it takes. And it's so funny. I'm sitting there watching this bird do it. And I put it on uh, uh, TikTok. This bird's eating up my seed. And the guy's, oh, that's a robin. They don't eat seeds. They eat worms like the professional. And I used to get all in my feelings like, oh, I'm a stupid. I shouldn't have said that. Now let me delete this. I said, no, wrong. I'm sitting there watching him eat. I'm sitting there watching him eat my grass seed and then turning the water on. Then he started running. Then he was like, well, look, I need to wash my bird booty anyway. So he just said, screw it. He was just walking in the water and having a good time eating the seed anyway. I was like, you know what? Whatever grows, grows. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna have regrets for throwing it down there. Something gonna come out of it. It's the circle of life. Do you see what I'm saying? We grow in our experiences. We grow in our communications. We grow in every aspect of it. I'm not making them. This check gonna be short as a mother this week because my truck was broke down. Uh, a load canceled on me, so but I got to go home. I got to go home and print up QR codes. I had fun. I'm gonna be broke, but I got to go home. But that's okay. You, me, everybody in the chat, we got to learn how to make light of situations instead of worrying. Do you think that bird was worrying about he's hungry? And then the good Lord said, hey, throw that leftover grass seed out there. It's a bit old. It probably ain't gonna propagate because it's so old. It was old. I got some old grass seed. Didn't dawn on me how old it was. But guess what? When I threw it out there, I was feeding animals because they were eating it. Some of it might take it, but guess what? Do you think that bird was worried about where he was going to eat? No. And actually, the Bible tells that. Do you think they worry about where their next meal going to come from? Nope. We have people talking about healthy living. You know why I don't listen to, other than because I know wellness, you can see the before and after picture. And that's probably the only person I'll listen to on this YouTube streets. Because I did the same thing. I lost 83 pounds doing keto. I lost 83 pounds. And what I read in the book, we are so, when you don't do your homework and don't listen. Oh, regular fat. Animal fat's not good for you. You know, olive oil. You got people that sop bread in olive oil and eat it like it's an afternoon snack. Mexicans love that avocado. You got people that are over 100 damn daggone years old eating like that. But you gonna tell me that's not healthy? I was reading in this thing, Crisco oil, that oil in it that's in the can, the white stuff. That originally was made to lubricate airplane parts. If that ain't the most disgustingest thing I ever seen. And margarine, that's not good for you. Actually, butter's good for you. I had high cholesterol. The doctor put me on cholesterol medicine. I went full tilt boogie. Actually ate more butter. Actually had more fat. I ate bacon because I was going across. I would stop at a thing and pay like $8 for this whole thing of fried bacon. Oh, bacon, bacon, bacon. And guess what? 2 months later, my cholesterol dropped so daggone low. But I'm not telling you to do what I did. I'm telling you, I had no regrets. I said, okay, I bump this. I'm going full tilt boogie because I got to get off of these medications. I got to get off of this. I got to stop doing this. When you start retraining your brain and have the mindset to say, I'm not going to have regrets, but I'm going to fix this situation. One, I'm going to stop and I'm going to meditate on it. See, guys, you don't have the same time to think about stuff that I do. I'm by myself 99.9% of the time. Ain't that crazy? Good morning. Hey, Tamika, how you doing? But when you start thinking about it, when you start understanding that I'm not going to let this be a chain around my neck. Yes, I made a mistake, but guess what? I got back up, dusted myself off, and got back on the highway of life. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? The highway of life. I'm on the highway. You see how I did that? Am I awesome with my words? I'm in my lane. Hey, you see how I did that? I'm not leaving my lane. This is what I'm saying when we a lot of us will be so bitter, like vinegar. You ever drank straight vinegar? I remember one time like, well, you need to take some apple cider vinegar in the morning or whatever. And I remember I took a shot of that and I drank it straight. Didn't mix it with water. Almost buckled over. A lot of us are so bitter with in our lives, with our attitudes, with our souls are bitter. Our innermost beings are so bitter because you hurt me. You hurt me. I was selfish. I wanted to have everything my way. Guys, it takes two to tango. But people are so bitter. I let you hurt, and here's the magic word. This is the magic words for the whole situation. And when I learned this, it helped me so much. I let you hurt me. I allowed you to wreak this destruction. When I started that, When I started to realize I let you hurt me, I allowed you to step in and do this damage. I let you. When I started thinking that, my regrets started to dissipate. They started to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Almost gone. I let you do this because I wanted this results. It didn't. And here's the magic word. How'd that work out for you? You ever say that to somebody when you knew they were wrong? How'd that work out for you? Stupid. Same thing. How'd that work out for me? It didn't. So stop having regrets about it. You tried, it didn't work. You stepped in, it didn't work. But the fact is that you tried. Don't go back that way because it ain't gonna work. It did, well, how many times did you try it? And you did 10 times and it didn't work. So why do you want to go to the 11th time, stupid? Cherish the stuff that does work, that's going to work, that is working. Learn how to be happy. And some of us in here are happy by ourselves. Look, I'm not gonna bring nobody in because look, I've been by myself. I want my peace. And you ain't a part of my peace. But even then, some days God might bring someone that's gonna be a part of your peace. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But you gotta learn to find your own peace. What is peaceful to one person is not peaceful to the next. You can have be with somebody that yelling and screaming, "Ah, ah, 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 ah," and you be like, "How do you take that?" She don't mean it. You could be with somebody, and then if something goes down and you need something from that woman, that the one that's going, "Ah, ah, 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 ah," or the man is going, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," and you go, "Hey, babe, I lost this, and we need to come. I need $5,000. That's all you need. Okay, I got it. I'll give it to you." What you don't know is love to one person is love to another. Isn't that crazy? What's love to one person is I need to know you got my back, no matter how much you yell and scream and nag the crap out of me. And some people are like that. Hey, I see somebody. Welcome in, welcome in. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what what appreciation is until not even until you don't know. So sometimes mind your business. What someone else is okay with might not be okay with you. I'll give an example. Look, we got all these cruises coming. I gotta come up with $900 before the end of the month, and I ain't getting no lows this weekend. Do you think I'm worried? Nope. It's good. It's coming. We I'll give it his. I'm gonna use a biblical on you. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not to thy own understandings, and always acknowledge him. He shall direct thy path. What did I just say? I got to learn to trust in the higher power, and don't try to do it my way. And that's usually what happens. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to do this. I gotta get this sorry fool. He's the only one that's gonna appreciate me, and then it gets worse. I gotta get this sorry woman, this sorry dude, this sorry this, instead of just enjoying your life. And then someone just comes out the woodwork. Hello, how you doing? I see you're sitting alone. Mind if I join you? Out of the blue. Or a person will come talk to you. It's so funny. It didn't even dawn on me. I said I got two close friends. No, I got three. I can smile now. I got three. I totally forgot. I got three close friends that I could go to and talk to about anything. My circle is small. I can't have a big circle, and I have no regrets about that because I learned over time. Some people just are jealous of you. People want to use any excuse to stab you in the back so they can look better or they can be better. They don't know what you went through. They don't know the hell and back that you went through. They don't know the loss that you have occurred in your life. They don't know that might went through bankruptcy. They don't know that you occurred and tried so hard to run this business or that business. They don't know how many times that you lost, but now you're prospering. You could prosper in this magnitude in this YouTube journey. You can prosper in this, but you just have to wait on your time. It's so funny. I was so depressed. I was like, I got 1,386 subscribers, and it's not moving anymore. What do I do? And over the weekend, I got two. I was so excited for two subscribers. I got two subscribers. Holy moly! I'm the SHIT, baby! Sometimes you have ups and downs. Sometimes you have ups and downs. Cherish the moments, learn from the moments, and keep pushing forward. Keep moving forward. Don't sit on your rump. Keep pushing forward. Do you see what I'm saying? You can do it. Don't live with all these regrets in your back pocket. While you work today, reach in that back pocket and throw one of them in the trash. Even if it's one, it's one less than you had before. Do you see what I mean? It's one less than you had before. I'm probably gonna need some fuel, 'cause but we'll see. I'll wait till I get to a fourth of a tank. Keep pushing forward, guys. And hey, I'm gonna say it again. Stay in your lane. Well, I done pushed this as far as I can. I can push this as far as I can go, and I'm out of gas. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. I just want to say thank you for all that came in. If I didn't acknowledge you, please don't hold it to my heart. I'm driving an 18 wheeler. I'm blind as a bat, and they can't really see who just popped in. But if you popped in, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're well appreciated. Welcome to the fold, and come back if you can. If you don't, I ain't gonna hold it to it. I ain't gonna hold it to you. But thank you for being part of this live. Let you know that if you don't, and if you don't know, I love you and God loves you too. Check out Wellness Fukumama's coming up next. See you guys tomorrow. Don't be stressed, but be blessed. Later.